All right, so as you can see, I don't have any problem talking. You know, when they say, what do you do for a living? I talk for a living. So anyway, so in reference to the VA story, as you can tell, it was kind of a pretty lengthy story. Like a couple of people, you know, when I was telling them the story, they were like, wrap it up, meaning like be quicker. I'm like, well, you know, I'm trying to make sure I have all the content in there. So, you know, from everybody, like I remember the first psychiatrist I went to go see, you know, they were like, hey, listen, when you talk to her, you know, this was like the second day I was there. You know, she may be able to get you out of here. So I'm like, all right. And he says, make sure you don't say nothing crazy. I'm like, no, there's nothing crazy about it. All right. So I'm sharing this story with her. This lady is like, la, 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 like looking up in the sky. I said, ma'am, excuse me, what are you looking at? What are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, I'm done with you. I seriously stood up. And I was like, I'm done with you. I'm not talking to you no more. And I walked over to the nurse. And then, of course, I called VA complaint services. I called anytime nobody was doing anything. I got on the phone and I called VA police, which was right downstairs, to the point where they're like, Mr. Ufred, is this you again? Yeah. What's going on now? I was like, listen, they're telling me they're going to give me medicine for my back. I haven't seen the medicine. My back is hurting. I haven't got no sleep. I mean, this is just an ongoing cycle, like every day throughout the entire day. I'm the only one up at 4 a.m, standing at the counter like, hello, I need my medicine. Hello, I need my medicine. And they're like, sir, oh, you don't want to do nothing? Let me get on the phone. So I call VA police. And then as soon as I make those calls, they're like, hey, Miss Ufred, we got your medicine. Oh, okay. Now all of a sudden you want to get off your ass, right? So like I said, I got nurses' names, everything like that. So anyway, as the story goes on, so me, because of my back, right? Like right now I'm going like this. And a couple of other soldiers there, they had, you know, stuff going on with their backs because they're all, you know, military as well, disabled vets. And we were just walking around the halls because we couldn't go nowhere on the floor. So we would walk around the halls just to stay up and just to exercise because there was nothing to do. The nurses were all looking at us like we were crazy. Like, why you guys keep walking around? You know, we're going to put straitjackets on you. Well, like, because it's exercise and we got nothing to do. And you guys are feeding us like crazy. Like, the food was amazing. Holy crap. I've never ate so much in my life. They fed us breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I drank so much water all day, every day. Oh my goodness. Chocolate milk, sodas, juices. It was amazing. And everything was, it was free. You know, to the point where I met this one girl in there. She was the cutest girl there. So I'm like, I need to just politic, right? Because I love being around pretty women. So she was a little weird looking at first. You know, she had her eyes were like bugging out like this. I'm like, this bitch looks crazy. I says, yep, she's the only one here, so fuck it. I gotta just, you know, politic this. So I'm sitting there just talking to her, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's looking at me like, yo, what is he doing? Because nobody was talking to her. And you know me, I just talk to anybody. So come to find out, she's mad cool. She tells me that she just came back from a trip at Key West. And I'm like, Key West, what are you talking about? Like, why are you here? And she says that, you know, because I don't have no money to get an apartment yet. So I just went and, you know, drank some beer and I smelled like alcohol and I came in here. And she's like, this is not my first rodeo. What the fuck? Like, you do this on a regular? She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, I also go down the block to the other building, which is the real, like, the drug rehab. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, I can't wait to get at you. And you telling me, like, you volunteered to come here? And she's like, yeah, you know, when I go through my stuff and I go out there and party too much and I spend all my money, I know I got a place to stay and I get free food. So I come in here and I just, you know, they kind of already know me. So I'm like, so when do you get out? She's like, yeah, I'm probably going to stay till the end of the month. Like, probably? She's like, yeah. Like, aren't they going to bug you to leave? She's like, no, you know, you can leave when you're ready. She's like, the only thing I got to do is kind of what everybody's doing. Just, you know, see the doctors and blah, blah, blah. And just tell them I'm going through some craziness. I'm like, holy crap. Bitch. Peace. Deuces. Like, what the heck is going on? Where the hell am I? Let me get the heck out of Dodge. Once again, I'm telling this story to different psychiatrists as we go. And it's funny as hell to me. You think they're not laughing? They're crying. So, next you know, I see a social worker. And she turns out to be Jamaican. So, I was like, oh, snap. My best friend's Jamaican. He's from Brooklyn. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. So we kind of vibed a little bit. All right, let me pause. Let me go to the next video.